Welcome everyone. Happy New Year. I'm really, really grateful that you've chosen to spend part of your first day of 2025 here with me. So today is, I love the new year because the first of the year is not just the start of a new year, but it's the beginning of really an incredible opportunity to start afresh. And it's to realign, refresh, and this really step fully into the potential that's really already within you. So I'm super excited to share how to do this with you. Like I said, I love this time of year because it's just so full of hope and possibility, and there's that special energy of a fresh start. I see it as an invitation to reflect on what's brought us to this point in the year previous and to set intentions for where we want to go, not just in terms of goals, but really in terms of how you want to show up for yourself, for ourselves, and just align with who we are truly meant to be. So today's really about alignment because that's really what I teach. It's about aligning to the authentic version of yourself, the truest version of yourself. It's not about a specific outcome. It's about really reconnecting with that authentic, that true part of yourself that's ready for transformation. When we live in alignment of the mind, body, and the spirit, then the results that we want, the outcomes that we're seeking, whether that's healing, whether that's peace, fulfillment, contentment, joy, and yes, your baby, growing your family, that just becomes beautiful and natural side effects of that deeper connection with ourselves. And so the achievements that you're seeking, those become byproducts as you bring your focus inward to yourself. So my goal today is to guide you through a few powerful practices and insights to help you to start this year feeling empowered and aligned and ready to embrace what's possible. We have a lot to cover today, and we might actually go over the 90 minutes because I want to make sure that you have tools to work with to manifest your baby and the life of your dreams, even if you're not working with me beyond this webinar. So what we'll be doing during our time together is we'll first start with exploring 3 key pillars of transformation, which is the mindset, the body connection, and the spiritual alignment. So mind, body, and spirit. And I'll guide you through some very simple, but they're very powerful exercises along the way. And then after we do that, we'll create a vision for 2025 that focuses on aligning with your highest potential. It's about alignment. And so that allows your vision that you're carrying to unfold naturally for you. And then finally, I'm going to share how we can continue this journey together through my 5-month Magical Mama program, which is designed to support women just like you in creating deep, lasting transformation. So before we dive in, let's take a moment to honestly assess how we're feeling right now. And this will be your baseline of how you feel at this point, at the beginning, 13 minutes into the hour of the session. And then I'm going to have you reevaluate at the end after you've done some of the inner work that I'm going to share with you as a comparison. And then if you'd like to share, pop into the chat box how you're feeling right now. And just, it gives me an idea of where you all are at. And so that would be super helpful. All right. So let's see what we can do to raise our frequency in the next hour or so. Let's go ahead and center ourselves and just connect with the energy of this new beginning, signified by the start of the year. Go ahead and just find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting or standing, reclining, and then gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And just take a deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. And let's do that again. Inhale deeply, imagining the energy of the new year filling you with hope and possibility. Maybe in your inner mind's eye, it'll look like glittery gold energy just permeating your body, drifting down from the universe, or rainbow confetti, or whatever imagery you want to use to amplify the energy. And then exhale slowly, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. And then as you continue to breathe deeply, imagine a soft golden light glowing in the center of your chest. Allow this light to represent your highest potential, your truest self. and your limitless ability to grow and transform. And with each breath, feel that light expanding, growing stronger and brighter. And let it fill your entire body from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. You can allow it to radiate out of your body into the far reaches of the universe, becoming a beacon of light and love and joy. Now, silently set an intention for yourself for today's session. It might be something like, I am open to transformation, or I embrace my highest potential. Whatever feels right to you, take a moment to hold that intention in your heart. And then when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the space around you. Wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes. So thank you for joining me in this moment of grounding and connection. So now that we're grounded and present, let's explore what it truly means to align with your highest potential and why transformation is the key to creating the life that you desire. Transformation is not about fixing what you think is broken or forcing your body, including your ovaries and your eggs, to be better. If there is one message that you take away from today, I would like it to be this: there's nothing missing, there's nothing wrong. Everything is happening in perfect timing. This is the attitude that we give our children, right? We don't love them any less when they're falling down as they learn to walk, when they throw tantrums because they haven't learned to communicate effectively, when they're spilling food all over the place because they don't know how to feed themselves properly yet, right? It's a journey for them as it is for you as you learn new skills throughout your life. What I ask of you and invite you to do is to give yourself that same grace that you give to our children and love yourself as you are right now. There's no change that needs to be needed. You are a unique expression, one of a kind. This is it. There is no one other than you. You are a unique expression of source, the divine, God, all that is, whatever you call it. There is no one like you. There is nothing wrong with you. The parts of yourself that you've judged or labeled as not enough stems from the expectations or beliefs of others. They are not your truth. And that's why you're here, because your truth is telling you being a mother is possible. So don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Yes, life presents us with challenges and struggles, and that's part of your unique journey. The caterpillar, right? It's it's an amazing process where it has to completely dissolve into a blob of goo before it rebuilds itself and transforms into a butterfly. That dissolution, that letting go, in our terms, it's the dissolution of the ego, the letting go of the control. That's what allows the caterpillar to grow wings and soar. And that's why the butterfly has become a universal symbol of transformation for a reason. It's a reminder that growth emerges from the hardest, most uncertain moments. And just like the butterfly, your journey through struggle and growth is leading you to something extraordinary. I see people spend way too much time, too much money, too much energy, too much resources fixing what they perceive to be wrong. You have been conditioned and taught that that's how you get results. It is not about that. It's about rediscovering and igniting the wisdom, igniting the strength within you and the possibilities that are already within you. Your potential is limited only by your imagination. For many of you, the fertility journey can feel like a constant pursuit of an outcome, whether it's a positive pregnancy test, hearing the heartbeat, getting past the first trimester, or whatever measure you have. But what if the real gift of this journey was not the outcome of the baby itself, but the way it invites us to grow and align with who we truly are? And before you have the knee-jerk reaction of, no, I want my baby now, just think about that. When you approach this path as an opportunity for transformation of your mind, your body, and your spirit, you're going to shift the focus from that external pressures to an internal evolution. You create from the inside out. Because it is in that alignment, aligning with your true self, the results that you dream of, and even the results that you can't even dream of, they just flow naturally into your life as a beautiful side effect. With me so far? Before we get into it, I actually want to share a little bit about my own journey of transformation. Full disclosure, fertility was not a challenge for me personally. However, I have experienced many times in my life where I felt out of alignment, where I felt disconnected from my intuition, caught up in external pressures, and unsure of how to move forward. Sound familiar? Okay. And so that was because of my family of origin. At one point, as a teenager, my parents, my brother, and I, the four of us, lived in one small room, one little cubicle, with a community kitchen and bathroom to be shared by all the residents on the floor in the Tenderloin district of San Francisco. So, as an adult, the challenges continue. I have been a single mom of two teenagers for 10 years. So, I'm a single mom of two teenagers while growing a mission-driven business of helping women overcome fertility issues for the past 25 years. So having said all that, I have faced and continue to face countless challenges. So there have been many times when I have felt the weight of my responsibilities. While I may not have, been in your exact shoes with the fertility issues, I do know the emotional turmoil of wanting something so badly and yet not quite being able to reach it. That almost being able to taste it, like you can see it there, but just something's blocking you. It's that whole close but no cigar. I'm going to show you how to close that gap. If there is one thing I can teach from my own personal experience, it is to dream big, way beyond what others say is possible. In fact, I have a bit of a rebellious nature. So if someone says you can't do it or I can't do it and I really want to and it's within my heart, that just fires me. I like to say shoot for the stars, because in doing so, the worst case scenario is that you're going to land on the moon. And being on the moon can be awesome. I'm still fighting for everything that I have now. And it has required a ton of resilience and persistence. And those are the qualities that are going to make you successful. It has nothing to do with IQ, has nothing to do with your economic status, where you live, social status, culture. None of that external stuff matters. It is pure grit and determination. So if you want to be a mother, you can be a mother. It may not be exactly as how you imagined getting there, and you may need to be creative, but you can be a mother. For me, it wasn't until I began to just pause, reflect, and explore holistic, internal, spiritual practices that everything started to shift and open up for me. I don't think you can truly let go of that completely. I felt the weight of self-imposed expectations, and really ironically, it left me feeling disconnected from who I really am. I felt like I was on a hamster wheel. Why am I doing all this? The more I achieved, the less contentment and peace I felt, because I just kept setting new goals to strive for. And this is what I see happening to women on the fertility journey. I want to help you break the cycle so you can feel ease and joy anywhere on your journey, not only when you've accomplished something. This is one of the unique advantages in working with me and following me. The journey actually becomes more fun. It becomes more enjoyable, more easy, more like what life should be about. And you can't say that about any other approach, and definitely not with IVF. Is this resonating with you at all? So I started listening to my intuition, to my body, re-examining my beliefs, and connecting with my spirit. And throughout this process, I found a sense of ease, of trust. And for me, freedom is huge, and empowerment I had never felt before. So this transformation didn't just change my goals, it also changed how I approached my entire life. I became more present, more open, and more aligned with what truly mattered to me. I became more loving, more verbally, outwardly expressive. And in return, I received more love. And isn't that what we all want, right? Whether it's from your future baby or your partner or your community, your friends and family, that love starts from within right here and right now. And so that's the core of what I teach. And this is why I'm so passionate about helping women like you. Whether or not fertility has felt like a challenge, which I think presumably for most of you on this call, it does probably feel like a challenge. The journey of aligning with your highest potential. When we let go of the limiting beliefs, nurture our connection with our bodies, and trust in our intuition, we create the space for incredible transformation. Not just in one area of their life, not just in the fertility area, in the motherhood, but in everything that we touch. The motherhood journey, contentment, fulfillment, these are not things you can will your way to success by how much you do on the outside. Rather, you'll find success when you go within yourself, and it will change how you show up in every part of your life. It brings more ease, trust, and love into your relationship. It gives you freedom to allow others to be who they are and not having to fit your mold and your expectations. Can you see how valuable that will be when you're a mother? This journey can be one where you find peace and empowerment in your daily decisions. And it allows you to approach life with an open heart, knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be. So to help you to begin aligning with your highest potential, I've identified three key pillars that form the foundation of transformation. Pillar 1 is mindset alignment. Okay. Your thoughts are powerful. They shape how you see yourself and others and the energy that you bring to your journey. When you get your mindset aligned with your body and your soul and your heart, you can release limiting beliefs and open up to new possibilities. Pillar 2 is body connection. Your body holds so much wisdom. That's why your heart beats, your digestive system extract nutrients from your food, your lungs use oxygen in the air that you breathe, all without your conscious input. So we're often too busy to hear the messages of the body. Building a trusting relationship with your body allows you to nurture and support it in ways that feel empowering. Pillar 3, spiritual alignment. This is about tuning into your intuition, trusting your inner guidance, and connecting with something that's greater than yourself. So when your spirit is aligned with your heart and your mind and your body, it becomes easier to navigate challenges with grace and clarity. Each of these pillars is interconnected, and together they create this really powerful framework for transformation. So the first one is mindset alignment, pillar 1. Our mindset is the lens through which we view the world and ourselves. The story we tell ourselves can either empower us or hold us back. The good news is that we have the power to change those stories and align our thoughts with the life that we desire. So often we carry limiting beliefs like, I'm too old, or things have to be perfect before I can succeed, or whatever it is, whatever limiting belief that you have. These beliefs can create barriers that hold us back. And so by identifying and reframing them, we open ourselves to new possibilities. So let's do an exercise to identify and reframe a limiting belief. I get a pen and paper. And the step 1 is just to identify a limiting belief. So take a moment to think about one belief you've been carrying that feels like it holds you back from your full potential. It could be about your fertility, your worth, or what you think is possible for you. Could be like, for example, I have to do everything perfectly to succeed. And then if you like, share it in the chat. Step 2, question the belief. Ask yourself, are you 100% sure that this belief is 100% true 100% of the time? And it should be a resounding hell no. No, you're not 100% sure that this belief is 100% true 100% of the time. So start poking holes at the invulnerability of this belief until it completely dissolves. So then step 3 is to reframe the belief. Rewrite your belief in a way that feels empowering and supportive of your vision. For example, I don't need to be perfect. Progress is more powerful than perfection. And then step 4 is to anchor it. Repeat your new belief, whether it's silently, out loud, write it down on a post-it. So that was pillar 1, mindset alignment. Okay, pillar 2, body connection. Our bodies are wise, but our world prioritizes doing things over being. We often lose touch with the body's signals. And so by reconnecting with our body's wisdom, we create space for trust and self-care and alignment. Your body is always communicating with you, whether through sensations, emotions, or intuition. The key is learning to listen. And when we honor our body's signals, we can better support its natural rhythms and needs. So let's do a body awareness meditation right now. If you're able to, it looks like most of you, those on camera, you're able to. If you can't right now, you can just come back to the recording. So go ahead and find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out slowly. All right. Go ahead and bring your attention to the top of your head. And slowly scan down your body. From the top of your head, down your face, the back of your head. Notice any sensations, tension, or areas that feel strong or weak. Simply observe without judgment. And then bring your awareness to your womb space or your heart center, whichever feels most nurturing to you at this moment. So whether it's your heart center or your womb space, imagine a warm light glowing there, representing your body's wisdom and potential. Ask your body, what do you need from me right now? And listen for an answer. It may come as a word, image, or feeling. Trust whatever arises. And that was a taste of what it feels like to connect with your body. Pillar 2. Stay comfortable because we're going to go back into your inner world in just a moment. Pillar 3 is spiritual alignment. Our spirit is the compass that guides us through life. It's not our minds, not our egos, which is what most of us default to. It's our soul, our heart that's always pointing us to our true north. And when we align with our inner wisdom and intuition, when we give ourselves permission to listen to our intuition and to heed it, we step into flow, where things come easily and naturally to us. Alignment with this part of ourselves allows us to navigate life's inevitable challenges with clarity and trust. Trust that all is well, and everything's going to work out, regardless of what the current circumstances may look like. Your highest self is the greater part of you who is already aligned, already empowered, already feeling at peace, already content and complete and fulfilled. She's always within you. She's able to guide you if you take the time to listen. We're going to do a guided visualization to connect with your higher self. So close your eyes again. Take a deep breath. Imagine yourself standing at the beginning of a beautiful path. This path leads to your highest potential. Begin walking along the path. And as you do, notice the version of yourself standing slightly ahead of you. She is your highest self. She's confident, she's aligned, she's radiant. Observe her closely. How does she look? What energy does she carry? And ask your highest self, what is one step I can take today to align with you? And listen for her response. It may come as a word, an image, a feeling. Thank her for her wisdom and slowly return to the present moment, carrying her guidance with you. And there you go, connecting with that greater part of you who has access to your desired future and therefore can guide you to it is as simple as that. Stay comfortable because we're going to be doing more inner work. I told you we're covering a lot. 3 pillars: mindset alignment, body connection, and spiritual alignment, mind, body, and spirit. They work together to create a foundation for transformation. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you will begin to notice shifts. It's not just in how you approach your fertility journey, but in how you experience life as a whole. We've explored the 3 pillars. We're going to take the next step, which is the vision for 2025 that aligns with their highest potential. We're going to go into vision creation for 2025. A vision is more than just a goal. A vision is more of a living, breathing reflection of who you are becoming. It's like an energetic contract of the terms and conditions of the life that you want. And then when you sign it with clear intentions, it becomes a compass. It guides your actions and decisions so that you stay aligned with your truest self. As we begin this process, I just want you to remember this isn't about perfection or rigid plans. The vision is about allowing yourself to dream, to allow yourself to trust, and to focus on the kind of life that you want to create. Your vision is the what. It's the image of your highest potential. And your intentions are the how. They're the small, intentional, deliberate steps that you take to embody that vision every day. And so I'm going to walk you through an exercise to visualize your highest potential. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, and let your body relax. Now imagine it's the end of 2025. You're looking back at the year with a deep sense of pride, joy, and peace. You feel aligned, vibrant, full of energy, and fulfilled. What does this version of you look like? What kind of energy does she bring to her relationships, her work, and herself? And then picture a moment where you feel completely in alignment with your highest potential. Where are you? Who's with you? What emotions are you feeling? Let this image grow clearer and brighter in your mind. And ask yourself, what allowed me to become this version of myself? What changes or commitments did I make this year that brought me here? And then when you're ready, you can bring your attention back to this moment, gently open your eyes. And if you'd like, take a moment to write down or draw what you envisioned. Now that you've connected with your vision, then it's time to set intentions to help you align with it. Intentions are different from resolutions. They're rooted in who you are becoming, not just what you want to achieve. Let's set 3 intentions for the year ahead. You want an intention for your mind. So you want to ask yourself, what mindset shift is going to help me align with that vision? Might be cultivating self-compassion in your thoughts and actions. You want an intention for your body. How can I nurture my body in alignment with my vision? That can mean listening to my body's needs and honor them without judgment. And third, an intention for your spirit. What spiritual practice or connection will support my vision? It could be meditation, which is what I recommend to clients. That's what I teach. It's meditation. It can be mindfulness practices. It can be what we just did today, right? Just talking with your intuition, having a conversation with your intuition, connecting with your inner guidance daily. So take a moment to look at what you've written. These visions and intentions, they're powerful. They're more than words on a page. Allow them to be the seeds that you've planted today. They're ready to grow and flourish throughout the year. Remember, this is a journey, so be patient and kind with yourself as you move forward. Each small step that you take that's aligned and that's intentional, it brings you closer to the life that you envisioned. Remember how I asked you to assess how you felt when we first started at the top of the hour? Now I'd like for you to take a moment to reflect on how you're feeling right now, just from this hour plus that we spent together. Maybe you feel lighter, more hopeful, more connected, excited, hopeful. Awesome. I'm going to read a couple of messages. So I'm really honored to have been part of this moment with you. So, as we all know, transformation does not happen in one session. It's a journey, and one that requires ongoing support and tools and alignment to just turn those intentions into a manifested physical reality that you're living. For me, I personally had a lot of support from mentors and coaches to turn the challenges into opportunities so that I didn't give up prematurely. I know 100% that I would not be here if I had not, number one, believed in myself, and number two, invested in myself to manifest my vision. And so that's why I created the Magical Mama program. It's to support women like you in fully stepping into your highest potential. This program is by invitation only, meaning I personally review each application to ensure it's the right fit for you in your journey. It is about aligning your mind, body, and spirit so you can create the life you desire, not through force or hustle, but through ease and trust and empowerment. So my goal is to help you deepen your connection with yourself, release the limiting beliefs, and step fully into your power. The program is not for everyone, which is why your first step is to submit in an application. In the Magical Mama program, you're going to transform your mindset. So that means that you'll learn how to release limiting beliefs and cultivate a mindset that's going to support growth and ease and gratitude and appreciation in your journey. You're going to reconnect with your body by building a relationship of trust and care with your body. We started that today. We're going to expand on that, learning to listen to its wisdom and to nurture it with practices that feel aligned. You'll also connect with your spirit and just spirit in general, with your intuition, which we did today. Connecting with your spirit baby. For those of you who do not know, the spirit baby is the soul of your baby that you can connect to even before conception. And yes, you do have a baby already connected to you. If it's a heartfelt desire, you already have one. That call has been answered. You're going to connect with your higher self. You're going to feel supported as well because you're going to be part of a nurturing, exclusive community of like-minded women who are on the same journey. It's an amazing container. It's a sacred container that's designed to guide you through transformation, very profound transformation. So over the course of 5 months, so we start on Saturday, January 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then so we alternate. We're going to alternate Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with Fridays, 2 p.m. PST. And it's just to give you flexibility and accommodate time zones all around the world. But we'll be doing a lot of guided meditations and visualizations that are designed to deepen your connection with your highest self and cultivate alignment. This is where a lot of the real-time transformations occur in these meditations. You've experienced that shift that starts in the meditations, that starts when you're going inward. And so the skills that I'm going to teach you in the program is how to hold that change so that you don't slide back to your usual thought patterns, because that's the challenge. The actual changing of it, what we did today, it's obviously relatively easy. It's a whole other skill set to really be able to embody it, to integrate it in, so that maintaining a high frequency, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the statistics, regardless of what your doctor says, it's just natural for you. So you'll have ongoing access to resources and individualized insights to address your unique needs. Again, you're going to be part of a private community. This way you don't feel isolated. It's so much easier to get results as part of a group rather than doing it alone. I mean, we've all seen what teamwork does versus doing it alone. It's the same. Because of the highly personalized nature of this program, I'm only accepting a limited number of participants, and this allows me to provide the level of attention and care that you all deserve. And so if you are interested in applying for the Magical Mama program, you'll need to submit in an application. It allows you to share your intentions, your goals, and where you're seeking support. That helps me to understand if the program is the right fit for your journey. Once your application has been reviewed, most likely we'll have a one-on-one Zoom call, either with myself or one of my advisors, just to ensure the program meets your needs. And if we both feel this is the right fit, then you'll be invited to join the program and just take the next step in your transformation. I'm presuming you're here because you're either in your 40s, or if you are younger, you have been facing fertility issues for a while now. So you're probably feeling challenged in some way. And if this is the case, as you've experienced pursuing motherhood in your 40s, it's not a typical journey. What you're attempting to do to conceive with your own eggs at a mature age requires a unique approach. And it goes way beyond the standard advice that you'll find elsewhere. And it's not because you're lacking, it's because the situation that you're facing needs preparation and support that most women, and certainly modern medicine, cannot provide you with, because it's just not part of their paradigm. Even the most talented Olympic athletes do not train alone. They work with expert coaches who guide their mindset, they tailor their training, and provide the tools they need to succeed. The same applies here. Whether it's by design or life circumstances, like it or not, you are the elite amongst women preparing for motherhood, just by the circumstances of your age or your past history if you're younger than 40. You are the elite. And that's what I mean, whether or not you like it, whether it's by design or life circumstances. So I take you through a process that I've developed and I've used over and over again successfully. The longer you wait, the more difficult it becomes, not because you're not capable, but because your body needs time to respond to the changes and alignment we'll work on together. Think back to your 20s. Remember how quickly your mind and your body adapted, recovered, and learned new things. It was like this. By your 30s, learning and recovery started to take a bit longer. And now in your 40s and beyond, your mind and body needs even more time and intention to respond and heal. Taking action now gives you the best possible chance of achieving your dream with your own eggs. Waiting might feel safer, but consider what waiting might cost you, not just in time, but in the energy and the opportunities to create the transformation you need to be successful. On an energetic level, the wait and see energy, it generally doesn't produce results because it's not a decisive energy. You see this in people. Decisive people get things done. It's not necessarily that they have to do a lot of things. It's the energy that they bring into it. Those who are like, I'll feel it out and see how it goes, it can work out for them. I'm not ruling that out, but it's not going to come quickly because the path meanders. Because you're allowing it to meander. Just in that, you need to have the decisive energy of I'm going to do what it takes to get my baby. That's manifesting energy. I know this decision can feel overwhelming, but imagine yourself 6 months from now, after the program's ended. You're going to feel more aligned, more confident, feeling more connected to your body and intuition, more so than ever before, with a clear and strong connection to your heart. That's what this program offers. And I would really be honored to walk with you on this journey. So I had you assess how you felt after doing this inner work, right? Imagine what would happen if you experienced this kind of shift every single week for the next 5 months. Imagine how your confidence, your clarity, and your alignment is going to grow, not just in your journey to motherhood, but in every part of your life. This is what the Magical Mama program is designed to do. Week by week, we'll build on these changes, helping you release what no longer serves you, reconnect with your body's innate wisdom, and align fully with your vision. If just 1 hour can shift your perspective, imagine the transformation that 5 months of this kind of work would do for you. One of my clients, Carolina, her testimony is actually on my website. She came to me feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from her body because of how long the journey had been taking. She had had numerous unsuccessful fertility treatments. She was distraught. She had been told by 14 fertility doctors that she could only get pregnant with donor eggs. She hadn't had a period in over a year. This was worst case scenario. But despite all of that, there was still something in her that told her to keep going. Through our work together, she learned to trust her body's wisdom, release the limiting beliefs, and reconnect with her intuition. Because she was so tethered to what what her heart was telling her, even though her mind would sometimes argue with the doubts, she kept coming back to her heart. She got everything that she wanted and more. She got pregnant naturally with her son at the age of 41 after 3 years being on this journey. And that's what the Magical Moment program is about. It's about helping you become the version of yourself that you're meant to be. And with Carolina, as a side effect of this transformation, Carolina conceived naturally, but most importantly, she lived her life with joy and to trust on her way to the positive pregnancy test. I want to reiterate, one of the unique gifts of working with me is that the journey to conception just becomes more joyful. It becomes easier and more aligned with how life is meant to feel. It's an approach that you just aren't going to be able to find elsewhere, and certainly not with IVF. The last thing about the Magical Moment program, and for many of you, probably most important factor, is the cost. So this is an investment in your baby and in your future. The investment for the Magical Mama program is personalized, just like the program itself. If your application is accepted, the next step is to talk with one of my advisors or me. You receive the support and resources that you need to move forward. We may actually even be able to offer payment plans to work with your budget. That's something that's new to me, that is the first time I've been able to offer. I know it's definitely available for Americans, and it's also possible for outside the United States. I do want to say that I'm committed to making sure that each of you who submit in an application will have at least one next step to move you forward, whether it's with me or, just giving you guidance. I want you to feel like you have something to create more momentum. In fact, I'm going to be checking in with you in the middle of the year to see if you're making progress, because if you're not, we need to talk. And as a bonus for early enrollment, if you pay in full before January 7th, which is like less than a week, you will receive a 2-hour coaching session with me, which I'm actually only making available as a bonus for this program because I don't generally offer it. These sessions alone have shaved off months from my clients' fertility journeys because I was able to pinpoint their blind spots, and it has often saved thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, and the stress on their bodies and in unnecessary fertility treatments. So they have been very powerful, and it's because we go deep. I know this is a big step, and you may have questions about the program or the application process. I'd love to answer them now, and so that you can feel more confident about your next steps. If you're ready to apply, just go again to that page. It talks about the program. All right, it looks like we're all set. Thank you for staying. It ended up being 2 hours, so I really appreciate those of you who have stayed. And I look forward to working with a number of you. It's going to be an amazing group. And so, Happy New Year, everyone.